Orel Hershiser, Miguel Rojas, and Dalton Rushing. Travis Rodgers caught up with all three mano a mano to make this edition of Locked On Dodgers a can't miss.
You are Locked On Dodgers, your daily Los Angeles Dodgers podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
It's time for Locked On Dodgers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Today's a special one because I'm mostly going to get out of the way and let you hear some great one-on-one interviews that my guy Travis Rodgers did. He sat down with a Dodger legend, a clubhouse leader, and one of the most intriguing rookies in the organization. Travis, these are must-listen convos.
Yeah, I was lucky enough, Harry, to get a chance to go out to Orel Hershiser's store in Claremont, Legends Attic, where he has a bunch of his memorabilia out there. He brought out some players like Miguel Rojas and Dalton Rushing, and I'm fortunate enough to call Orel Hershiser a friend. So we got some great conversations coming up for today on Locked On Dodgers, and this episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. So download the FanDuel app now.
He's Travis Rodgers. I'm Harry Ruiz, two guys who talk sports for a living and bleed Dodger blue for life. You can get more Travis on 710 ESPN LA or the ESPN LA app from 3 to 6 p.m. with the Travis and DeMarco Show. As for me, I'm the Spanish play-by-play broadcaster for the USC Football Trojans and the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, first up, you know him, you love him, the Bulldog himself, Orel Hershiser. He was exceptional on the mound, and now he's doing an incredible job on the mic. Can you believe, Travis, that both careers have been almost the same length? 18 years as a player, 16 in a row now, counting as an analyst between ESPN with Sunday Night Baseball and now with the Dodgers.
Yeah, no, he's had two long and distinguished careers, and I'll be honest, Harry, it makes me feel a little old. I was sitting in the right field pavilion when Orel Hershiser pitched the day they beat the Mets in NLCS game number 7 in 1988, and I was jumping around as a high school kid, and fast forward to here we are, and get a chance to sit down and talk with him was a real pleasure.
Yeah, and Orel had some fascinating things to say about two of the Dodgers' biggest stars. Mookie Betts, looking like he's all the way back, and Shohei Ohtani's freakish ability to dominate in baseball while also having the kind of skills that could have made him elite in other sports too. Here's Travis Rodgers with Orel Hershiser.
What happened to Mookie Betts? He turned back into Mookie Betts again. Is it just baseball?
I think it's baseball, but I think, when a guy comes back and has that much ability again, it had to be mental.
Yeah.
It had to be a lot of mental, right?
He
can watch video of his swing. He knows the drills that get him in the right position. He knows when he gets into the box that he has his swing from BP and from his tee work and all the things. It's a mental game. And it's a cutting edge game.
Yeah.
I mean, the difference between bad and okay and good and really good and then really good and Hall of Fame, they're like really thin.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's 1 hit out of 10 at bats.
Even for Mookie Betts.
It's 10 hits out of 100 at bats.
Yeah.
It's 100 hits out of 1,000 at bats. I mean, and then you think, how do you get that one extra hit? You get one extra hit a series.
It's crazy.
So
which of these is more impressive? Which of the 50-50s? 50 homers, 50 steals, or 50 strikeouts, 50 homers?
Wow. Well, I think I've said this on your show. Who's that other guy you're with, DeMarco?
I don't remember his name. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad they got his name first now. Now we can remember him.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. No. I've said this. I think Shohei plays two sports on the same field. You have Bo Jackson, and he played baseball and football. You have Deion Sanders, he played football and baseball. They're on different fields, so they got labeled as, multi-sport stars. But I think Shohei is a multi-sport star, and I think he's actually better than those two guys I just mentioned and others, because he's doing two of the hardest things in all of sports, and to do them consistently, and to do them at an elite level, and to be training and playing the game on the same field at the same time. completely different. You know, if Bo had to take off his helmet and his shoulder pads after running for a touchdown, and instead of playing defense, he has to go over to another baseball field and now take at bats, and then come over and put his. I mean, that's what Shohei is doing, being crazy. A hitter and a pitcher.
Did you face Bo and Dion?
Yep, faced them both.
How'd you do?
Bo, not as often, and I don't know if I actually faced him, but I played in a game, the All-Star game, where he hit off a Rick Russell, and he hit the tarps up in right center. Yeah. And then the next at bat, he grounded out, and you could hear him run. There are only two people I have ever played on a field with that you could hear run. And I mean, hear the dirt crunch below their feet. Kirk Gibson and Bo.
Gibby too.
Yeah, Gibby. Gibby ran like a football player.
Yeah.
You know, they are in their legs because if they're going to get tackled, they're going to be part of the ground and they're going to get through the tackles.
Yeah.
They run firmly into the ground, and it's amazing. They sound like, you know, a herd of bulls.
Yeah. So last one, Orel.
Yeah.
The scoring runs, starting pitching's lights out.
Yep.
Bullpen has been, you know, hit and miss, shall we say?
Yeah.
Can it do that heading into October, the bullpen, and all of a sudden you got guys that are like Blake Trinan, looks like Blake Trinan, Kirby Yates, you know, Tanner Scott, the whole group?
If we had guys in the bullpen that were failing or sporadically succeeding and failing, that didn't have good stuff and good pedigree, back of baseball cards, I would be worried. But all of these guys have performed at an elite level at some point in their career. Mm-hmm. All of them are healthy. So I think it can do that. And I think maybe the fact that you're always going to go with the hot hand now. You're not going to be trying to say, our starters are only going 4 and 5, and we've got to marshal out all the workload, and you know, Vesia
are all the
can't
guardrails
pitch.
off on the starters? It's like just until the hitters tell you it's time to go.
Well, the reason they were only going 4 and 5 is they weren't healthy and they weren't at that level. But now that they're all healthy and going 6 and 7, that changes the whole formula in the bullpen. What also changes the formula in the bullpen is you only need 3 or 4 of them to get hot.
Yeah.
Because those guys, the other guys are not going to be in there if you're losing 5-1, 7-1. So when the game's tied, when they're down by a run or two, when they're up by 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to be the quality arms. And if it's 3 or 4, that's enough guys.
Do you think we could see a guy like Emmett Sheehan close games? Is that a possibility?
I think we could see anybody in that pen close games. I think, you know, and they're showing you that.
Yeah.
And fans are probably like, why do they keep running Tanner Scott out there? Why do they keep running Kirby Yates out there? Why do they keep running different guys out there? They're running them out there to see if they can find it. And if they find it in time and it's time for the playoffs, then you're on the roster and you're going to be in some serious innings.
Yeah. Do you like coming out of the bullpen in the playoffs, or is it just like, I'll do whatever it takes?
Yeah, I mean, everybody wants to say that it's a big deal to be a starter and come out of the bullpen, or you're in the bullpen and now they want you to be the opener and it's weird to warm up and be the first guy. If you're a professional and you understand how to throw a ball, you can make an adjustment. The hardest part of a starter going to the bullpen is when it's up, we need you now.
Yeah.
Okay? But they're not going to do that to a starter. Mark Pryor's not going to do that to a starter, and Dave Roberts is not going to do a starter. There is stand on the mound and be ready, and we'll tell you when to get hot. There is get hot, and you've got this hitter in 3 hitters from now. There is throw along with the guy on the mound, and if we need you, we'll bring you in. And there is you have the next inning. And you have plenty of time to warm up. And if we need to get out of this inning, we're going to use Vonda.
Yeah.
We're going to use Vesia. It's not that guy. So it's the instruction, it's the situation that the manager and the pitching coach can make it easier on the starter to get ready.
I promise not to ask anybody how they sleep here at Legends Attic. We're not going to get into it.
Oh, you guys are amazing to support us, and we love doing this. And the original idea of Legends Attic was to do something for the fans. And we continue to keep that as, you know, you're here today. The guys have been here. We've had Miggy Rowe here. We've had Ramon Martinez is going to be here in a little bit. Dalton Rushing was here. You guys are here. Others, Dave Holbrick, our artist, is here. I asked Eddie this morning, I said, are we going to make any money today? And he goes, we might, but we're building a brand. We're doing the right thing, and that's what we're all about. I'm not here to make money. We're here to make it a special experience, and it'll find its way to us.
If you like baseball cards, if you like sports memorabilia, and especially if you like cool Dodger stuff, there's a Dodger room back there. Forget about it.
Yeah, come on out. This is the commercial part, so you probably you'll turn it off. But I've got a great answer after this, so you got to watch this commercial. But yeah, come on out to Legends Attic in Claremont. We're off of Foothill, and I promise you will have a great experience.
Thank you, my friend.
You got it. Thank you.
Great stuff there from Orel, and always fun hearing him put Mookie and Shohei in perspective, Travis.
Yeah, I mean, Mookie's Mookie again, right? I mean, thank goodness, too, because, he was really scuffling through the first 2/3 of the season. And, when he comes up to bat now, I think Dodger fans across the board are like, okay, let's go. Like, Mookie's going to do some damage right here. And he has more often than not. It's great to see.
Absolutely. Now it's time to switch gears to a current Dodger, Miguel Rojas. He's been one of the most steady hands on this roster all year long, and he had some really honest thoughts about the team's state of mind heading into October. Plus, could managing be in his future once his playing days are done? We'll hear from Miggy next on Locked On Dodgers. Guys, you've probably heard of Viagra or Cialis. Maybe you've even tried them. But if you're looking for something beyond the usual pill, it's time to meet Ruiz Go Long. This isn't just another ED pill. It's a total game changer for confidence. The effects can last up to 36 hours. That's confidence all day, all night, and even into the next day. The process is simple. Connect with a board-certified doctor 100% online, and if prescribed, your treatment ships discreetly right to your door. Ready to level up your confidence in the bedroom? Head to rugiet.com and use the promo code LOCKEDONMLB for 15% off your first order. That's rugiet.com, promo code LOCKEDONMLB. Make sure to use your code so they know that we sent you. Don't forget to follow Locked On Dodgers not only on YouTube, but on X, Instagram, and TikTok as well. You can find Travis on social media at Travis Rodgers on X and Instagram. Meanwhile, I'm at Harry Ruiz on X, at Harry_Ruiz on Instagram, and at Harry Ruiz_ on TikTok. All right, let's get into it. Miguel Rojas has been such a valuable presence for the Dodgers with his glove, with his leadership, and with his voice in the clubhouse, Travis.
Yeah, I think when Rojas, came back this season, and it was more of a, he's going to provide leadership. He's going to provide a veteran presence. He's a guy that can put his arm around a younger player and say, hey, this is what's going on. And just a guy that, is a steady hand. He's been a really good player for the Dodgers this year. Like he's not only been all of those things that he was hoping to be a clubhouse presence and the guy that the media goes to talk to after tough situations, but he's played really, really well, both defensively, and he's swung the bat at a level this year that I think is a surprise to most Dodger fans. And getting a chance to sit down and chat with him was a real treat. He's an incredibly impressive guy.
Yeah, you have your Shoheis, your Mookies, your Freddies, your top-of-the-line superstars. Then you got your next-level guys with Teo, with Tommy Edman. And you might have guys that aren't the same level of superstars as them, but that they're key for this team to be able to function. And Travis talked to him about how the Dodgers feel as October gets closer, and also asked him about his own future in the game. Here's that conversation.
Do you feel like you guys are in the right spot right now as you come down the stretch with, obviously the offense feels like it's come alive, started pitching, lights out, bullpen still, maybe a work in progress, but how does it feel as you guys get close to the postseason?
It feels like we're playing our best baseball right now. I think our season is being like up and down, to say the less. We've been in a really good place, then not in a really good place for a long time, and it's really hard to figure out why. Because we didn't know, knowing the talent that we have in this clubhouse and the guys that we're running out there every single day, you kind of like surprise and shocked that you're now winning more games and you're losing these leads late in the games. But it's part of the season. It's part of the grind. It's part of everybody hunting us. We have something.
Can you feel that each series?
100%.
Yeah.
Ever since we started this year, we went to Japan. We know what we accomplished last year. We have something that nobody else in the league right now have. Which is we're the reigning champs. And everybody's going after us, and we feel that, and we signed up for that. We knew coming into spring training that it wasn't going to be easy repeat, but that's a goal of us. Like we wanna do it. That's gonna be really special. It's something that haven't been done in a long time. So that was the goal. And for us, the expectations is to kind of like take this couple weeks of the regular season and 4 more weeks and make it the most important thing that we have in our life, other than obviously faith and family. But baseball in this moment is the most important baseball that you can play, and I feel like we have an opportunity in our hands to do something really special.
Last one before we let you go, Miguel Rojas, talking here at Legends Attic. Your name comes up a lot as somebody that might manage in the big leagues one day. It's something that, there's only 30 of those jobs, and your name is frequently mentioned. Is that something you'd like to do when you're done playing?
Yeah, I would love to do it. I don't know what path it's going to take me there.
Yeah.
But I want to keep all the avenues open to kind of like stay in baseball. Don't go away from the baseball for so long. Mm-hmm. I know I've been away from my family for a long time. I had a privilege to play in Miami and live in Miami for 8 years. So I have some time with them there. But the last 3 years, it's been kind of like tough because my kids are getting older, and I kind of away from them for a long time. I want to go back home and I want to be with them too. But at the same time, I feel like I have a place in baseball that I can be. So I don't know what like I say, I don't know what the path is going to be, but I would love to be part of a coaching staff or managing a team where I can actually put my input out there that I got through all these years, not just in the big leagues, but in the minor leagues, being a bench guy, knowing a lot of the greatest in the game. Mm-hmm. And I think my knowledge can be kind of spread after my career.
Do you find yourself watching Dave Roberts and the other managers that you played for and going, okay, I like that. I'm gonna, I like how he handled this situation. I like, obviously the baseball is the baseball, but the management style of people. Do you find yourself kind of saying, I like that. I might do that a little differently?
Yeah, and I had conversation with guys. Like I always asking questions about like, hey, what did you do this here? What did you do that there? And I feel like sometimes it's depending on the personnel that you have. It's gonna make you look good or look bad, because
players matter.
Exactly. It's the personalities, and it's the guys wanting to play for you. It's the guys wanting to do anything that is possible to go out there every single day. And I feel like for Doc, it's a privilege to have the group that we have the last couple of years and the core that we have. And I know this organization is gonna be in a great place, having guys like Mookie, Freddie, Will Smith in the front of this on this team, and that's a dream for any manager. So I feel like but going back to the question, I always like look in the other dugout too and see how those guys manage some situations against us. Like sometimes why they pitch, why they throw these guys against me, or why they bring in the lefty against this righty here instead of bringing another guy. So sometimes you gotta understand the game a little bit more, and it's cool to see from the other end too. Some things.
Miguel Rojas, thanks a bunch.
Anytime.
Appreciate you.
For sure.
Rojas is always thoughtful, and hey, I could absolutely see him wearing a manager's jersey one day, Trav.
I'd bet on it. I'd bet on it. I mean, he talks like a manager. He thinks like a manager. He's been around the big leagues for a long time. He's been in multiple organizations. It feels like you're looking at a manager. Sometimes you can just kind of sniff them out. You can kind of feel it before it actually happens. And he's got all the markings of a guy that's going to be standing in that dugout opening, making decisions before too long.
All right. Coming up on Locked On Dodgers, we'll hear from a guy just starting his big league journey. Catcher Dalton Rushing. He opened up about what it's like to step into a high expectation clubhouse as a rookie, the biggest adjustments he's had to make to MLB pitching, and how he's working his way back from a tough leg injury.
The NFL season is here. Heck yeah, it's here. And FanDuel is making sure that you're ready for kickoff with a cannot miss offer, because right now, if you're a new customer to FanDuel, all you have to do is bet $5. And if that bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. You can go use them however you'd like to use them. You can use them on player props because FanDuel has that. You can use them on same game parlays because FanDuel has that. You can use them to live bet the action as it unfolds because FanDuel has that. You're starting to get the idea that FanDuel fits however you like to bet. Because it does, right? It's quick, it's easy, and it is the best way to add that little something extra to your Sunday morning, afternoon, evening, Monday night, Thursday night, wherever you like to watch your football. So Are you ready? Download the FanDuel app right now by visiting FanDuel.com to get started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 bet.
Thanks for making us your first listen wherever you may be tuning in, either on your favorite podcast app or our YouTube channel. Subscribe to it. Smash that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Full episodes, hot takes, breaking Dodgers news, and the Dodgers Postcast Show with Pete Fox live after the final out of every game. If it drops, you're on it. That's how you become an everydayer here on Locked On Dodgers. Now, let's close it out with Dalton Rushing. He's one of those young players who's been on the radar for a while. And now that he's gotten a taste of the majors, you can see the tools that make him such an exciting prospect, Travis.
Yeah, it's kind of the full circle, right? You have a guy like Orel who's been through everything and done everything, and he's on the other side and been in retirement for a while. You have somebody like Rojas who is in the middle of it, but more towards the end than the beginning. And then you get Dalton Rushing, who is just getting started. And, you forget that these guys are young guys when they first come into the league. And I really liked a chance to talk with Dalton Rushing. I thought he's a very interesting and thoughtful guy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of learning for him as a rookie. And Dalton was really open with Travis about the growing pains, the lessons, and even the injury he's had to bounce back from. Here's that conversation.
What's it like? Obviously, this is your first season in the big leagues, and getting in the big leagues is an amazing accomplishment. But you get called up on a team that is not here to just, hey, take your time, figure it out. It's like, we got to go win the World Series again. What's that feel like?
Yeah, it's. I think you take it the way you want, and you do whatever you need with, I guess, the role that you're given, whatever it is. You want to be the best at it. You want to do your best, and essentially the number one goal is you just want to win. And I think that's a better way of teaching a player how to play in a franchise like this, play at this kind of level. You're knowing you're going to be in the postseason. You're going to be playing in big games. You're going to be taking big at-bats. There's going to be 60,000 people back there supporting you and cheering for you, booing you, whatever it is. And so I think it makes it a little more special. Takes you outside of your comfort zone a little bit, and I think at a young age it's very good for a young player to kind of see things like this. And like I said, once we get into the postseason, whatever my role is when that time comes, I'm going to have to embrace it, and I'm going to have to help us win as much as possible.
What's it like when you've got a pitching staff like the Dodgers have this season? I mean, it's just one ace after the next. It's Ohtani, it's Yamamoto, it's Snell, it's Glasnow, it's Clayton Kershaw. Emmett Sheehan has been lights out for the last couple of months as well. And, just kind of trying to keep everything straight. Okay, this guy likes this. We're going to go through this. Is it just a daily thing?
Yeah, I think the daily side of it is understanding the person, understanding how they pitch, how they compete, what helps them tick, what helps them get going. I can't go to the mound and talk to Blake Trinan the same way I can go talk to Kershaw. So it's like understanding those relationships, understanding the bonds that you have both on the field, off the field. It just allows an old veteran like Blake Trinan and Kershaw to trust a 24-year-old a little more. And I can only imagine in their shoes how tough it is to have a young catcher come in. But I think, like I had mentioned, the relationship that I build with these guys and the way that I kind of conversate with them shows them how much I care and how much I care about their own success.
Who is the toughest guy to catch, just as far as stuff, movement, velocity, sink? The guy that's just I got to really lock in to make sure that I'm paying attention.
I would say it has to be between Shohei or Trinan.
Yeah.
I mean,
Trinan's throwing video game pitches.
Yeah, it's like a wiffle ball.
Yeah.
It's like a wiffle ball.
Yeah. Shohei is this right up
Shohei
there too?
Shohei can get right there with him. It's he's got 6-7 pitches and they all move a lot.
Yeah.
And so and he manipulates the ball so well. So it's like he could throw one slider at 92, he could throw another slider at 84. So you never know. So it's like the uncertainty of what it's going to do makes it a little tougher, but then again, that's what makes him really good.
What made you decide to take the mustache off?
It's a little bit of everything. I do it for good luck. If I'm hitting well with it, I keep it. If I'm not, I shave it off.
Like Crash Davis said, if you're hitting because you think you're doing XYZ, then you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a superstitious thing. I shaved it off. Girlfriend was very excited. to know that it was gone.
She wasn't a fan?
She wasn't a fan, but I mean, she never tells me no. She's always a fan of whatever helps me feel like it's making me play better.
Yeah.
Whatever superstition I have, she kind of supports. So it might come back for the postseason.
What's the vibe check with the team right now? Obviously, it's been kind of a different sort of season, coming into the year. Saying they're going to win 125 games. It's like, hold on a second, nobody wins 125 games.
It's still baseball. I think this team was tested at a very unique time of the year.
Yeah.
And I think that's what really brought out the best in us as a team and allowed us to, one, look in the mirror and understand, like, hey, yes, we are the best team in baseball, but we still have to play like the best team in baseball. We don't just show up and win.
Does it feel like you guys have kind of hit a stride? You look at the starting pitching, you look at the way guys are swinging the bats, it feels like you're ascending at the right time.
I think we just look like a team, honestly. I think we're all playing the game the right way. Everyone's understanding their job. As a catcher, it's a little easier to see those things because, I mean, as a catcher, no one cares if you go out there and you're 4 for 4, you're 0 for 4. Like, you have 8 guys in front of you, and probably 6 of those 8 being some of the best hitters in the world. And so we have so much like star power and guys that look great with the bat right now that you really have to go out there, own your job, and understand that every single pitch you're playing for the guy in front of you, the guy to the left or the right of you.
What's been the biggest adjustment coming to the big leagues?
Besides, like, early on, like, not being a guy that plays every day, that's
that
a
had
tough,
to be a first.
Yeah, that's a tough adjustment.
Yeah.
But I would say probably the repetitive amount of talent. So, like, you're seeing the back end of a bullpen, and it's still better than anything you've seen throughout the minor leagues. And
is it too simple? It's just everybody's a big leaguer.
Yeah, and it's we talk about it as catchers all the time. It doesn't matter if it's the leadoff or it's the 9-hole. They're still big leaguers.
Yep.
9 holes are big leaguers. So it allows you to put it in a better perspective and understand how good some of these players actually are.
Last one for you. How's the leg?
Oh, it's good.
It's good.
It's still a little colored up, but yeah, it's good. We're playing on it. It feels great. Looking forward to just. I mean,
you're a catcher. I'm sure you get your fair share of bumps and bruises along the way. But watching that, it's like, oh man, that right off the shin.
You wear it in a spot that you never really get hit.
Yeah.
And it's always protected. So I think that was probably the biggest pain of it. Was I've never hit a ball that high up on my leg. So,
it was like halfway between your knee and your ankle.
Yeah. So it wasn't a pleasant feeling, but
I wouldn't think so.
But we're all good now.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on a great rookie season, and still a lot more to go. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
With Will Smith's status in question for the postseason, Dalton Rushing's role in the team can be a big one, Travis, and that was a great mano-a-mano you had with him.
Yeah, no, he's strong as a bull, by the way. Nearly tore my arm out of its socket when we shook hands when I sat down. But look, the postseason gets weird, right? You never know who's going to come up in that big situation. You never know who's going to have a big defensive play. And certainly with a catcher, trying to manage that pitching staff is a handful in and of itself. So I expect him to play a role in this postseason. We'll see, who's on which roster for which round, but I think we'll hear from Dalton Rushing for sure.
Fantastic. Well, that'll do it for today's episode of Locked On Dodgers. Big thanks to Legends Attic for hooking it up with these interviews, and thank you to Travis for sitting down with Orel Hershiser, Miguel Rojas, and Dalton Rushing. That was definitely fun to watch and listen, Travis.
Yeah, it was great. Love my friends at Legends Attic, Orel and Eddie and Christian and all those guys out there. They're terrific. They're top 1%ers in my life.
Yeah, well, if you're still craving now more baseball talk, go to Legends Attic whenever they have an autograph signing. That way you can chat with them. But also, if you want to listen to another podcast, have the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night be your second listen. Every game, every night, all season long. Get local analysis on a national scale. Find it on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. We'll be back tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow, Saturday, with another special edition of Locked On Dodgers, where we're going to hear more from Hershiser, Rojas, and Rushing, now regarding Clayton Kershaw, who on Sunday will make his final regular season start in the big leagues. I say it, and I still can't believe it, Travis.
Hard to imagine. It's been 17 years, 18 years of absolute excellence, and we're not done yet. We got a couple series. We just saw him out of the bullpen, so we'll see what's coming up.
Well, we appreciate you so much for riding with us. Until next time, keep it real, keep it Dodger Blue.